ARESxGOD here, and it's time to talk about Hell's Paradise. And Yuichiro Hama was correct from Baki. We're gonna get to that scene, but I really liked this episode. We had them finally starting to understand the power of Tao and what it means, accepting your own weakness. We also find out some more information on Mei. She seems to be a very important piece of the puzzle for the island. And yeah, Yuichiro Hanma knew something. So let's get into it and talk about it. Now, at the beginning of the episode, we have it picking up straight from last week when Chobei was stabbed. He kind of played possum a bit there. He gets back up instantly and rips the face of that Doshi. Now, apparently, he has a bit of the regen power, probably from eating too much monster 5-star Michelin meat from the island there. He absorbed some of that power. You see, that Doshi even broke his arms, but he quickly regenerates. Now, I really like his mentality, honestly. The fight was awesome, but what I liked about Chobei is how he views the world. Like, change is constant. Adaptation is his own power. He always changes with everything that is around him, with everything that's happening now. That's a very interesting mindset, especially for somebody like him. We even see his flashback a bit more when he protected his brother from those bandits that, quotations, adopted them. They wanted to make them to look more roughed up and not as noble as they will, and he actually sacrifices his own eye to look more like a bandit so they wouldn't wound his brother. So that's probably why they're so close to each other. And during the fight, it was awesome. He kept going, felt a bit like Zaraki, like a berserker in a fight. Nothing was stopping him, and even confirms that the navel, the chest, is the weak spot there. Kind of uses that Doshi more like a training doll instead of an actual opponent. He uses it to learn Tao and gives it a proper beating there, and I'm really liking to start Chobei. But at the same time, it's gonna be interesting what's happening to him, because he has those scars, lacerations, vines, tattoos, whatever across his body. The more he was using that power, even Toma was a bit scared. So it's gonna be interesting how much is that going to affect him and his body. But he has one constant in his life, and that's his brother. But we're gonna have to see now. It was a pretty fun part at the beginning of the episode, but here we have on the other side Mei trying to teach Tamiya, Gabi, and the others how to use the Tao, but she still couldn't speak properly. Hopefully at some point, when maybe she's gonna use more of her power, she's gonna be able to speak more, so everybody understands her. Gabi and Tamiya are fighting the monsters, and Fuchi was yeah, he was fighting also in his own way, let's put it that way, performing experiments. But Gabi has been worried about something for quite a while now. He feels like he has been acting very different. He keeps being suspicious of Mei. He even makes her a bit cry with the way he was looking at her. Tamiya telling him, stop making girls crying. You're never gonna get to like them, but I'm married. That's not the point. But this is where the mystery deepens a bit. The Doshi appears, and they are there after Mei. They actually try to take her away. Tamiya tries to defend against the attack, but they just take Mei away, and we find out a bit more about her. Apparently she was banished from the palace, and she also feeds on humans with the way they put it there. So it's gonna be very interesting about her. Now, what I like this episode, Gabi felt like he was losing himself even more and more on about his goal, what to do moving forward, but he instantly acted when he saw the face that made it, how scared she was, how she was kind of pleading with him, I need somebody to help him, and he instantly jumped, and I really like that moment. It was probably my favorite moment in the series here. Now we have full-on action. This episode was full of action here, and the fighting ensues, and I really liked that, mainly because of Tamiya, how he was there, how mad he got when he saw one of the Doshi was the guy that felt like he was the leader of the butterfly, and he's still mad about what happened with his hand. Even though he's Captain Hook right now, he has a hook for his hand, courtesy of Fuchi. He healed it. Let's go with that. I really like that moment from Fuchi there. But this is where there's an interesting conversation. The Doshi is just like, yeah, I'm gonna share some information because you're gonna die. You just set up your own death flag. At that moment I knew that Doshi is not gonna survive. He goes in to explain a bit more of the steps for Tao. Now, Gabi was also dealing with his own emotions there, saying he hasn't been acting like himself, or maybe he's discovering himself a bit more and he likes seeing those sides of him. So I feel like he's finally letting out his emotions, his actual personality, instead of being the hollow without having emotions. Him meeting his wife was kind of like the key, the beginning of everything. Right now, the islands, everything that's happening, him meeting with Sagiri, I feel like Mei is gonna be very important for his development to become more human and in touch with his own person. But back to the power system, apparently there's five steps for Tao, and the most important one, Bochu Jutsu, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, you need a partner. Too long didn't read, is sexual intercourse. Apparently that's how even the Tencent are doing it, and I'm like here, okay, I got my mind instantly went Yujiro Hama from Baki, when he was standing while Baki was having sex with his girlfriend. Yes, show her what Hanma is made of. Yes, give it your all. That's where my mind went. But it's a bit more eloquent than that here in Hell's Paradise. It's more of a circulating yin and yang, a balance between both sexes and types of yang here. And the Tencent are kind of special because they can do both things, even do it with a partner or do it with himself. So that's why they're always transitioning from male to female sexes here, and they've trained for a long time, so they're basically sex experts honestly, and this is why they're so powerful. And here we see a bit more of the flashback with Rien being the one that banished Mei because she's only female, so she's kind of like half Tencent in a way, and he gave her two choices: die or stay as a training tool here for us. They wanted to use her, even the Doshi, that's why they wanted Mei to kind of use her like a sex doll for their power up. And I'm like, no, fuck that shit, no, you need to die right now. Even Tamiya, everybody was discussing, I'm like, yes, Mei needs to be protected, kill everything on that island, I don't care, she needs to be protected over here. And the moment here when you have Gabi being angry, you knew shit was about to go down. You feel the emotion, the atmosphere around him, everything changed. Even Tamiya, when he was looking at Gabi, yeah, he kept calling him underling throughout the episode, but when Gabi got angry, he didn't say anything else, and you knew you're not gonna mess with Gabi when he got into that state and the fighting started again and again. Those two Doshis transformed into monsters also. Gabi apparently is able to use that jutsu he has, even breathing fire, insert your Sasuke meme here, and wants to learn how to detect the Tao and the Tower power here, but he couldn't really understand what Mei was saying because she didn't have fully speech pattern, so to say, because she doesn't feel like she's back to her old self. But Uchi understood her, and he had her explain it to him more by touching their hands, and her kind of touching his Tao and seeing what that feeling is when you get in touch with Tao, to kind of like jump starting his power also. And they explain it to Gabi also. Mei does the same for him, touches his hand and transfers a bit of Tao to get him to understand. And what I really liked, I knew was gonna happen, but I always love moments like this. You have Fuchi telling him, hey, you need to weaken your mind. It's also strength and power, but Gabi was kind of to the other extreme. His mind in battle is always strength, but you also need the balance to have the other side here. And he slowly understood, but Fuchi was like, yeah, this is gonna take a long time to master, it's not gonna be that easy. But Gabi's like, yeah, I got pretty much. Of course he did. I love moments like that where everybody is shocked when somebody does something that shouldn't be possible. And yeah, this is my favorite thing in anime. And we have Gabi going to fight those two, Doshi, and even Mei saying Gabi is too big, get your mind out of the gutter, his Tao is too big, his aura over here. And he finally understood, and even kind of thinks a bit of Sagiri and how she's always so strong and yet so weak at the same time. He finally starts understanding her a bit more, and it felt like a Bruce Lee moment here a bit, the way he was fighting there, be like water, deflecting them, dodging everything, and he just proceeds to destroy those two Doshi. He overwhelms them very easily, even one of them saying he's like the Tencent right now. They were very, very shocked, and one of them even admits defeat, saying they were sent there as spies to spy on them to see if they pose any threat, but they wanted to hit back. And even here you have Tamiya wanting to get the last hit. I really like the interaction between Tamiya and Gabi. Gabi saves Tamiya and allows him to kill one of the Doshi there. Both of them kill the two at the same time. And yeah, apparently they learned Tao, which was kind of fast a bit. I liked it, but I hope they're gonna get to master a bit more, get some techniques, expand the power system a bit more and so on, because even if they learn the Tao right now, I still don't think they're at the level of the Tencent. Even if Gabi said that I'm finally equal to the Tencent, maybe some of them, but I don't know how powerful each of them are individually and things like that. But now they stand a chance compared to last few episodes here. But the interesting thing that also happened, we have right at the end, the group Yuzuriha, Sagiri, Santa, and the three finally get inside the Horai there, and you have the tree instantly being killed, decapitated by one of the Tencent. And I really like how the Horai looked, this mysterious place full of golden things, so kind of like a temple in a way. I hope we're gonna see more of it. We're probably gonna see it, but I really like the atmosphere and the design when they went inside. So yeah, pretty fun episode, quite a lot of exposition, the same way as the last one, the training arc, so to say, and the mystery deepens even more, and we need to protect Mei. And I feel like Yuichiro Hanma, yeah, he knew what he was talking. Maybe he's the first Tao user, and that's why he's so strong. So let me know in the comments below what you guys thought about the episode. What do you think about Chobei? What do you think about Mei? And with this mystery with Horai right now. And Yuichiro Hama, if you haven't watched Baki, make sure you do. And try to watch the old ones, not just the Netflix ones also, to get the full picture. So, as always, thank you very much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. Helps me quite a lot. You guys get the latest videos on the series that I follow. So, keep enjoying Hell's Paradise. Make sure you check out the podcast Because Anime. Links in the description. I'm gonna see you again in the next one. Bye-bye.